Trump's neck looks like a pussy. Have you seen that? When he puts on that dress shirt, and you see, look, she's over there cracking up because she already knows. It looks like an old coochie lips coming out his shirt. I'm just gonna say that. Somebody mentioned porn. Who was it that mentioned porn? Pornhub? Old. You guys, Google fucking Tasty Blacks. We're the shit. We have every genre you can think of. Midgets, big niggas, little bitch, big bitch, brown bitch, light skinned bitch, with a purple bitch with blue hair. We got it all. So you can try out different shit. It's Breast Cancer Month, and I'm a breast cancer survivor, y'all. Thank you. Give it up for the titties. Sir, I think you got titties. You got titties, sir? Get your shit checked too. Men are not exempt. Cancer does not discriminate. That bitch came for me. She took a titty, but I won the fight. Y'all didn't get that, did y'all? She took a titty. That means this is the new titty. This is my high sedity. This high sedity. And this low key. That's what I call them. I used to have names for them, but everybody got confused. So I was just like, fuck that joke and threw that shit out. But people don't realize that when you have breast cancer surgery or a mastectomy, that you have nerves interrupted and shit in there. So I don't really feel shit on this side of my titty. And it's cool, it's funny. I don't have a problem laughing at my shit, so I welcome you guys to laugh at the abnormal titty, it's fine. But I had this guy that was trying to be romantic with me one night. He got the strawberries out, he blindfolded me, was being all sexy. I thought he was gonna go down and do something fabulous. And it seemed like he just disappeared, so I lifted up the blindfold and he was going to town on this numb ass titty. I didn't even feel it. I was like, well shit, should I get a tattoo that says out of order on this bitch? I don't know. Some kind of way to maybe drop a hint or something, you know? So this one comedian, I'm always like out with comedians, this guy told me from Detroit, he says he was gonna suck the stage 3 out of my titty. I didn't even have stage 3, but I started to give him my number. I was like, shit, really? I want to see what that's all about. And this one comedian was like, let me rub you up so I can see which one is real and which one's fake. And he started rubbing on me and he was like, hey, I got your girl excited. And I was like, you ain't do shit, that nipple's always hard. And I didn't even feel it. So, fuck you. So I told my girlfriend the other day, I was like, you know what? I feel some type of way about my body now that I've gone through the mastectomy and everything. I've gained all this weight, you know, so I'm gonna start dating fat dudes. And she was like, oh shit, why didn't you tell me? It's a fat dude bar right down the street. We got 25 cent wing night tonight. Let's go down there. I was like, hell yeah, bitch, let's go. So we jump in the car, we go down to the bar, and in walks this huge dude, huge. He probably maybe 6'4", probably about 400 pounds, huge dude. And it was fine, you know. I'm little, big guy, whatever, it matches somehow. But he comes over and he looks at me and he has kind of a biggie eye. I don't know if you white people know what that is, but it's like a cross-eyed, cockeyed, like he looking at me, but he looking over yonder. So I like motioned to him to come sit down next to me, and he did. And we're talking, and I realized his breath smelled like shit on fire. Kind of like this microphone. This microphone smelled fire. But I gave him some gum and allowed him to chew it, and his breath smelled like shit and mint. So in my mind, I was like, fuck it, fat dude is not getting no game. You know, you can't be fat and have shitty breath. Either or, one or the other. That's it, you know? So he says, can I get your number? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, he's like, well, you got a man? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, so you think you fine with your big ass forehead? Y'all see my shit. I know it's glaring tonight. I said, fuck you, fat boy. I'll smack the other half of your sandwich on the floor. He said, baby, you do that and I'm going to smear your eyebrow right off your face. So we're going to be fighting in this motherfucker. We've been dating about 3 months now. And it's cool. You know, it's cool dating a bigger dude. You know, he said real cute shit to me. Like, he said to me, what did he say? I told him I ate some potato chips and I was like, I just ate something salty, now I need something sweet. And he was like, well shit, let me loosen my belt buckle. And I was like, ain't that motherfucker on the last loop? Didn't you make the last hole? I watched you make the last hole on that bitch. Don't underestimate him, hey. He ain't get real deep, but he told my sides up, girl. Told my sides up. Tried to get freaky with me one night. He didn't even have to choke me. He smothered the fuck out of me. It was all good. No problems. No problems here. Oh, is it? You've done it before? You've smothered a bitch? Oh. Hey, I'm not mad at the stomach. You just move that motherfucker to the side. Exactly. Flip it over. Do something. Get real extra. That's all you gotta do.
Clockwise and counterwise.
Exactly. See? It's cheers. I'm gonna buy you a drink, sir. And some steak, because it looks like you might be hungry. You have titties too? It's all good. I like titties. I love titties. I ever wonder, guys that have titties, I wonder if they like pretend in the mirror sometimes and push their shit together like they have cleavage. You ever catch anybody doing that shit? Oh yeah. Good shit. You couldn't fit my bra because I got like a B and a C going on. It's all good though. I'm having my surgery on November 1st and I'm gonna have a fucking juicy titty. I'm getting a new juicy titty, y'all. I had to fight for that motherfucker too because Obamacare do not care about titties. I told the motherfuckers, I'm Dany Redwine. I'll go to the media. Fuck you all. I'll talk about my titty. I don't care. I'm a comedian.
That's right.
So then they approved my shit. They were like, we don't want this black woman on the news talking about her retarded titty during breast cancer month. Fuck that shit. We don't want no problems. Let's approve her shit. Be done with it. That's what happens when you do shit in election year. So that's the time when you fight. A lot of people don't recognize me because I usually have braids in my hair. But I took a break from braids because, edges is fucking, this shit is a hot commodity nowadays. Black people in the audience, I know y'all sprinkled in here. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Edges is a hot commodity. But I was trying to be sexy with my braids and I was like running my fingers through my hair. And one of my braids came out. And I was trying to play that shit off. It looked like a spider in my hand and shit. I was trying to get it off my hand and it was catching and dangling and shit. It was fucking ridiculous. I didn't get his number anyway. He looked at me like I was fucking crazy and I acted like I had somewhere to go. Like I got paged. Don't nobody get paged no more. I acted like I was a fucking doctor, like, oh shit, I got a page. He looked at me like, bitch, you are fucking crazy. Anybody dressing up as a clown for Halloween? No. I wouldn't recommend it, seeing as though they are getting stabbed and their asses beat for fucking around with scared people. You do not fuck around with scared people. Oh, I think I got the light, so that's been my time. Y'all been a great audience. I'm Dany Redwine. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Y'all have a good night.
You're listening to the Ritz-Kellogg radio show, and we are taking over. And if you didn't know, now you know, yes.